The smartest way to lose fat faster, one exercise. Hi, Dr. Michael Diamonds, that's me. Losing fat won't be as easy as just rubbing your belly away. In my 7 years of dieting and fat loss, cardio ranks as one of the most important tools. Comparing my 2021 transformation, there was one piece of cardio I incorporated that made getting to 10% body fat so much easier. In my opinion, there isn't a more simpler and more powerful tool if you want to burn calories and lose fat faster without even breaking a sweat. Walking is the answer. Walking doesn't seem to qualify as a cardio workout because, well, it's easy. And when it comes to exercise, people usually equate easy with worthless. We understand that you need to burn more calories than you eat to lose weight, establishing a caloric deficit through the diet. And when it comes to fat loss, the only thing that really matters is how many calories you burn versus how many calories you eat. Once the diet is in check, the next easiest thing you can do is walking. In my own personal experience, when walking was my main form of cardio, I saw an accelerated rate of fat loss. You could see this comparing my 2019 competition prep, where cardio at the gym, running, was my main form of cardio, versus 2021, where walking predominantly was my form of cardio. Getting under 10% body fat was so much easier. A 2017 study released by the Journal of Nutrition divided 82 overweight men and women into two groups for 12 weeks. Both groups were subject to caloric restricted diet. However, Group 2 walked roughly 20 minutes every day. The results? The group that included the walking lost an extra 3.5 pounds of fat from 20 minutes of daily walking. Imagine if they included an extra 1 or 2 sessions of 20 minutes of walking a day. This supports why I was able to drop weight at a faster rate. Walking has also helped a few of my clients reach their fat loss goals. When Wayne started working with me, he wasn't walking at all, or what I would consider being the bare minimum. But after I implemented these techniques I'm about to share with you in this video and added that to his diet, walking as his main form of cardio regime, he lost over 35 pounds of fat tissue. In this video, I'll be sharing 10 tips to increase your steps and to lose that belly fat for good. But before we dive in, a lot of research and editing goes into making a video like this. I worked my ass off. Just do me one favor, if you wouldn't mind. Gently tap the like button. Please, only gently. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you enjoy this kind of content, hit subscribe and the notification bell if you're new. Let's kick it off. The information I'm about to share with you here has changed my life forever. It's allowed me to be able to keep this fat tissue off of my body, and it's the insurance policy I give to all my clients once they've lost the 20 to 30 pounds working with me, that they're never going to regain it again. And it's by these tactics that I'm going to mention in this video. And let me give you a bit of the mathematics and the science behind it. Number one, the insurance I give is that it will keep 24 pounds off of your body. We know that 1 pound of fat is equal to 3,500 calories. Multiply the 3,500 calories by 24 pounds. That 24 pounds is equivalent to 84,000 calories. Now let's divide that by 365. That gives us exactly 230 calories per day that you would burn by just implementing these tactics. 230 calories times 30, which is in a calendar month, is 6,900. That is about 2 pounds per month. So just implement everything I'm about to share here. I promise you, you will be in a better position once you've invested this time and these tactics into your life. And I believe this is the most important video I've ever made and that I think will help everybody. So for this channel, for people searching this information, and for these tactics that I'm going to share that everyone will be able to do, leave the video the gentle thumbs up. I have a feeling that this will set people's lives in a different direction, especially when it comes into their health. But without further ado, let's kick it off. First tactic is I want you to remember this mathematic. 1,000 steps is equivalent to 10 minutes. With that being said, the first way for you to be able to implement more steps and you to hit 10,000 daily steps, which is the goal, is by simply waking up early. So if you wake up an hour earlier than you usually do, you'd be able to get 60 minutes worth of walking. 60 minutes is equivalent to 6,000 steps. And imagine more than half of your exercise for the day is already done. And throughout the rest of the day, you'll find it very easy to accumulate the rest of the 4,000, and you will see your body change on a day-to-day by implementing the simple habit, and that is just burning more calories. So again, wake up 1 hour earlier than you usually you do and implement that. It's also a fantastic way to be able to meditate, to gather your thoughts, to listen to a podcast if you need to while working or replying to emails or texts. I do this in the morning after meditating. I get my 60 minutes worth of walking. I walk around the promenade and I make sure I get that done. And that's tip number 1. Wake up early. It's going to be the best for you. Number 2, I highly recommend walking before your workout for about 10 minutes to 15 minutes, which means you'll be able to get an extra 1,000 to 1,500 steps in that time. Walking right before your workout also has tremendous benefits. Number 1, it's going to be able to increase the blood flow throughout your body. It's going to provide more blood to the different joints in the body so that you're adequately warmed up before you go into any exercise. This is going to prevent any injuries before you start, and it's a great place for you to also hone in on the task you're about to complete. I like to be able to think about my workout, envision the workout I'm about to accomplish, and I'm in the workout much quicker because I've thought through the entire process and I'm able to get my workout done so much quicker. Before I jump into the next tip, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I know you guys have just had the meals of your lives. You're feeling a bit stuffed and you're watching this video, but I also know a lot of people don't have a plan going into 2023, and that is probably the worst thing to do. Imagine not knowing what you're going to do the following year with your work or doing what you want to do with your fitness as well, because that's really going to determine what level you're performing at on a day-to-day, where your energy level's at. With that being said, if you want someone to plan out your entire transformation start to finish with everything you need to eat, giving you your concrete steps that you need to do to be able to do the right cardio, do the right training, do the right dieting, the meditation, getting your sleep right, I am your guy. I genuinely believe I am the best person as a medical doctor, as someone who's been doing this for 8 years, to help you. If you're a busy professional and you want my help to be at peak performance, fill out the application in the description below. Fill it to the best of your ability. Give me as much information as possible. In this way, when we jump on the call and I'm speaking to you, I have all the data necessary to be able to help you. Best case scenario, we'll work together. Worst case scenario, I'll be able to point you in the right direction. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Let's go on into the next step. So I'm at the gym, right? And I have now accumulated 4,021 steps. Now, I have about 21 sets or more through my workout. And instead of sitting down between each set, I actually walk around and accumulate steps. So I know 1 minute will give me 100 steps. So I should at least be by 6,000 by the end of my workout. And that's 60% of my steps done, even before I finished with my workout. 6,200 steps. So we've gotten 2,200 steps in between our workout. If you're doing 10K a day, that's 20% done without even having to do any formal cardio. Instead of doing your set, being on your phone, you can be active, get your steps done, and get towards your goal, because that's what you're here for. Tip number 4 may sound super simple, but whenever you get a chance, walk. If you can park further away from the shopping center, walk. If you can walk to your gym, take that opportunity. Instead of taking the bus, if you have the time, walk. If you're able to get any sort of walking around, or if you need to clean your apartment, take that opportunity to be able to accumulate steps. Picture it as a game. See how much movement you can get your body to do. And imagine you do this for 7 days in a row, just being able to be more active. You're gonna feel more energetic, you're gonna feel more lively, and you're gonna smash through your steps so easily, which consequently means you're gonna be burning more body fat. I've learned that simply increasing your consciousness about how active you are will then result in a more active body, which will result in body with less body fat tissue on there. So whenever you get the opportunity, walk. And think about it. Hey, instead of driving, can I walk there? Instead of going to the grocery store and getting into my car, can I walk there? Find any opportunity possible to be able to accumulate those steps and imagine it as a game. Picture every time you get a step, that's $1 extra in your bank account, and you're getting $10,000 in there. You'll be pretty motivated to do that. Tip number 5 is any chance you get, take the stairs. Through my medical school career and being a doctor, being able to move from the 1st floor or to the 8th floor, I would take any opportunity to use the stairs, because number 1, this improve my cardiovascular ability. If you've ever walked up the stairs, or if you've ever used the Stairmaster at the gym, I'm sure you've noticed how challenging it is. And in today's day and age, there's so many buildings that we're entering and always using the elevator. Imagine you establish this healthy habit. You just tell yourself, hey Bob, I'm gonna walk up every stair that I get the opportunity with. It's a fantastic way to lose that fat tissue, because now you're making a conscious decision each and every single day to be more active by walking up the stairs instead of using the elevator. And it's to your benefit, it's to the benefit of your cardiovascular system, and it's a fantastic way to get steps. Walk up every stair whenever you get the chance. Tip 6. I know for a lot of my busy people, a lot of the individuals who are doing a 9 to 5, simply being able to get as many steps as you want is very difficult. And this is where I say it's the time to implement formal cardio. This is cardio that you've planned to do, it's integrated into your plan, and you do this each and every single day to be able to compensate for the amount of cardio you weren't able to do because you were stuck at your desk, and this is very normal. So for example, you'll do your walk before your workout, you'll walk in between the sets of your workout, and then finally you'll have a 20 to 30 minute session of cardio. You want to accomplish the same amount of steps, 5,000 steps, but in half the time, then you just do something really simple and you double your speed. Instead of 6 kilometers per hour, I'm gonna go to 12 kilometers per hour, and I will get 5,000 steps in half the time, which is 25 minutes. So I'm just gonna go here, 25 minutes. So if you find yourself in a position that you're not able to get the steps you want because of the job that you have, you're maybe stuck on a desk and you have to be seated, or you're in meetings the entire day, you have to implement formal cardio. Set this as a rule for yourself and implement that into your plan. This way it'll take off the stress, thinking, hey, I haven't gotten enough steps, but you know exactly where you're gonna get those steps from. And I like to calculate this into my day to make sure I'm able to do this. And in reality, I do this to be able to hit 20,000 steps because all the tips I mentioned earlier, I'm already doing that. Tip number 7 is park your car far away from the gym, far away from the grocery store. If you're at the mall, park it at a distance that's further away from where you need to be. And it's such an easy way to get steps. It's actually a poor habit that we've developed as people. We are very lazy in nature. We don't want to do too much. And I feel that this is actually a hindrance. But imagine you implement this habit throughout the entire year. You will find that you're able to get so many more steps because you've now implemented this habit. I know I used to do this, and being able to park further, it's just a habit of mine now. And I do that, and you'll see that you'll be able to accumulate an extra 500 to 1,000 steps daily if you're doing this, if you're a person who's in the car quite a lot. Tip number 8, hypothetically, let's say you're very busy and you're seated at your desk, and let's say in your day you're awake for 12 hours. I have found that if you stand up for the last 5 minutes of the next 12 hours, you can get 500 steps. Remember, 10 minutes, 1,000 steps, 5 minutes, 500 steps. So imagine you do that for the last 5 minutes of each and every single hour, you walk. That's going to give you a total of 6,000 steps that you're able to accumulate by literally distributing your steps over little short 5-minute periods. And even through my medical school career and being a doctor, I found that it's hard to concentrate for over 45 minutes. So you actually need a 5-minute break to be able to break your chain of thought, to be able to give your mind a rest, for you to be able to have another solid moment of total concentration without distraction. So again, the last 5 minutes of every hour, stand up and walk around. And if you do that for 12 hours straight, you'll find that you've accumulated 6,000 steps and you've done 60% of the work already. Super easy tip. And this again is just implementing the consciousness and a habit. Do this for 1 week and you will see it's just something you end up doing without even thinking about it. Tip number 9, I like to be very reflective about my day. I like to think about everything I did. I like to acknowledge all the things I did. And I found for me, besides the meditation I do in the morning, going for an evening walk with my partner or with my dog, or being able to just walk around in the evening to really think about my day, for me to accumulate steps is a fantastic way to wind down. And I highly recommend, if you're not able to wake up early in the morning, try and factor in that evening walk if you need to. And doing this consistently, maybe the mornings isn't the best for you, but you'd prefer doing that in the evening. That's another way to implement it. Wherever you can get it in, make sure that you're taking in those steps. And I love actually having walks with my partner in the evening because we get to catch up on what the day was like, or maybe I get to listen to my favorite podcast. Give yourself an opportunity to really think about what your day was like, hold yourself accountable, do it the next day, and you may find yourself in a better position because you're actually able to reflect, which is so important overall. Not only that, but you're getting fitter and you're also able to reduce that fat tissue that you have on your body as a result, for you and your partner. And tip number 10, this is if I have no other option and this is exactly what I need to do to be able to accumulate steps, and you can do this at any point in your home, and I'm going to give you the cheapest option to the most expensive. Let's say hypothetically it's 8 p.m. you haven't gotten enough steps, you maybe need 30 minutes more, right, which is 3,000 steps. Get a jump rope, and simply doing a jump rope, each jump is equivalent to 1 step, and you'll be able to see that you can accumulate 3,000 steps. That's the cheapest option. The second cheapest option, which is rather $60, you can get these steppers that you get from Amazon and do that for the 30 minutes to be able to accumulate your steps. And with a lot lot of my busy professionals, the last thing I recommend is getting an under-the-desk treadmill, which goes about 3 to 4 miles per hour, and while you're under the desk at home or you're watching TV, you can simply walk on this treadmill while you're doing something instead of being seated on the sofa. What an easy way to get 30 minutes. They cost roughly $300, but $300 and you can get 24 pounds off of your body within the year with not doing anything extra. I would take that trade each and every single time for the better health conditions that you're going to be in, for better cardiovascular conditions. So again, you have literally no excuse to not hit 10,000 steps each and every single day. Jump rope, stepper, and then treadmill, depending on where you want to go. And again, I'm a big fan of the treadmill. Not only you can use it, but anyone in your family, your kids, if it's your wife or your partner, and you will have no excuses to not be able to get your steps in because you have that thing staring at you each and every single day. But I'll leave the video here. Let me know if you guys have tried walking before. How has walking changed your life? And I feel like if you leave your story in the comments below, it'll give more people conviction to see that this simple habit is going to take 24 pounds off of their body based off of the mathematics. 10,000 steps for 365 days will result in 24 pounds lost, or keeping 24 pounds off of your body depending on where you are. Share with me your story. Let me know what are your tips, and I may even implement this and give you credit in the next video. I want to hear you, but I'll leave it there. If you guys did enjoy the video, if you feel like this is going to help someone out there, it's your responsibility to leave a gentle thumbs up. That's also a great Christmas present for me. Subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video like this, because this may be the video that just sets your fitness into another trajectory. And if you're looking to work with me, you're finally done with the excuses. 2023 is your year. You want to be a better CEO. You want to be a better leader in your company. You want to be a better leader for your family, and showing them that, hey, this is what I'm putting into my body. These are the habits that I've implemented, and you want me to help you with that by giving you a clear strategy, a straight path. Go into the description of the video, fill the description out, and then you'll be able to book a call to work with me. And in this event, we'll come up with a full strategy, and I'm excited to be able to work with you. But I'll leave the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.